Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back. Today I am creating a different kind of page. When I went through my planning video, I talked to you about wanting to use that 8x10 photo. And so here, what I'm doing is creating a flap on the back of the last page that I created. And what I'm going to do, so here I am, and see that little piece of red that comes showing, and here, so there, I'm trying to think through how I'm going to engineer this page. So while I'm thinking, I decide to punch the holes, um, and so I flip it back over, and I'm gonna look at my pictures, and so I'm gonna have nearly almost all of the 8x10, and so I'm gonna have the left side of the picture be on a new flap that I'm creating there. And so where that red paper connects to the back page, that is going to have a score mark, and that's where I'm going to add this extra flap for the rest of my 8x10 picture. So I've added some tear tape, and I'm using my T-square ruler to help line that up so it's all nice and straight. And I do decide just to attach the picture first, and so here I'm really burnishing that score line there. And I do decide to put the picture down first, and then I score over the picture as well. Cheers. However, if I had to do it again, I would probably actually trim the picture and just have a tiny gap between the picture. When I scored the picture, it did kind of, I guess, a little bit rip into the picture. But honestly, it looks fine. So I'm not going to redo anything. But if I had to do it again, I would probably cut the picture instead of doing doing the score line directly on the picture. So here I am scoring the picture, and as you can see, it does kind of take off some of the ink off of the picture. So, but you can still see the integrity of the picture. It's fine. And there I was kind of fighting with the score line as well. And so here I'm decorating the inside, and I apparently lost some footage. So you can see that I also put a title called Silent Night, and those are just some glitter sticker letters from my stash, and added that. You'll see the full title in the pictures. So now I'm decorating the back side of the flat page, and this is just a picture of the cookies that we left out for Santa. And honestly, it was just a photo op because, yeah, we'd already unwrapped our presents, but we still left cookies out for Santa. And then Santa quickly put them back in the box and didn't even eat them. Anyway, but I wanted to document Cody's first Christmas. This is actually the plate that we used for Santa cookies for when Hope was a baby as well. So we will continue on that tradition. And so while I am decorating this page at the top, I did use one of the Tim Holtz clips, and I'm actually going to leave that clip in my book. That's going to help keep the page closed, since that I did have the extra bulk of my photo. When you fold it over, it does kind of flap open. So I did, I am going to leave that clip in there to keep it closed and not add too much more bulk with that page not closing. And so I went through the rub-ons, Christmas rub-ons that I had from this year's Christmas Spectacular from 49 and Market, as well as I'm not sure if it was last year's or the year before that I've got several leftovers from years past. And I just decided that the backside of the red foundations paper was a lot lighter in color, and I thought that would be a good time to use up some of these miscellaneous rub-ons just to add some texture to the background of the paper. So here I'm looking at the music notes trying to decide which way is up, and I think I finally get it and put the rub-on down. And so basically I'm just kind of making a mat around most of my picture. And here I put this rub-on down, and I think my favorite part is that you can see that Santa rub-on there on the side, and I actually layered the Santa on top of the rub-ons that I've already placed on there, and I just love how they all layered together, but you can still see bits and pieces of each layered rub-on. And so here I'm kind of auditioning a couple things to go below my picture. And spoiler alert, I don't end up using that ho ho ho. However, I leave that Santa rub-on. And here's what I finally end up doing is this red and green banner. And I use that Believe chipboard sticker that has been in my stash for quite some time. And I believe, let's see, I'm going through some more of my stash to see what else I can add to the page. And so here I am putting that rub-on on, and I just love how it almost looks like all of those different layers are a part of the paper. So here I am adding those banners. Sorry, I'm kind of off screen. Apparently I might have, forgot to look with my, or bumped it when I grabbed my beverage for the evening when I was working on this. I did add some washi tape there to help give some stability of those banners underneath my picture, and getting that glued down. And I decided to add this holly branch in there underneath of my, before I add the Believe on there, just to add some more layers to all of my embellishments. And since this has been in my stash for a while, that there have been times that you can tell that not all the adhesive is still sticky, so I am definitely adding some liquid adhesive to make sure that that stays good and stuck. And, oh, getting the little dot eye on there. And, oh, got a couple more oh no, this one says cookies for Santa. And then I pull out the Vicky Bouton sticker and add a couple puffy items on here. Oh, a couple more rub-ons. I had thought this area needed a little bit, since most of the rub-ons were on the other side. I needed to kind of balance out that. So there I've taken the other half of that rub-on and added down there by that gold heart, and now I'm adding some of those gold highlights. And now we're moving on to the next page. So this one's going to go pretty fast. That I decided that that red stripe paper was pretty bold, so I pulled out my vellum from my stash and cut it just slightly smaller than the page, just to tone down those stripes just a little bit. And then I used one of the 49 Market film strips to kind of ground all of my pieces. And this was a picture of our Christmas tree with all the gifts underneath before all the action started taking place, of unwrapping gifts and stockings and all that fun stuff. And so here I'm getting, kind of placing out where things are going to go. And I haven't actually stuck down the vellum yet because I want to only place the adhesive behind the items on the very top layer so you can't see the adhesive. So I get my film strip down and my picture. And here I'm using my clear sticker sheet, leftover sticker sheets again. I have my stickers I'm kind of auditioning for placement and where I'm going to put everything. And then I do need to add some foam. I did put foam on the back of the Christmas tree picture. So then when all my other embellishments, I need to match the same height. So that's what I'm doing here. Making sure that I don't have adhesive where that same embellishment is going to be touching the picture. And so now, let's see, a little bit off screen, sorry again. Cheers! Apparently I was watching for not paying attention to my camera. So I get that poinsettia embellishment on, and here I am looking at the back trying to decide where I can put my adhesive. And so I'm putting lots of adhesive behind the picture and get that stuck on. And then I decide that I had trimmed the film strip down to the side of the vellum and not clear down to the bottom. So I just ended up chopping off the bottom part of the page, and really doesn't make much difference, but I think it looks better for the film strip not to just be hanging in the air, that it's looks like it's coming from the bottom of my page and running upwards. So here I am doing the same thing on my Santa sticker. It's one of the foam stickers, but I do need to match the same height as my picture that also has the foam adhesive on it. And that black foam, it's just that craft that you can buy at Walmart in the kids craft section. It's got adhesive on one side, and then I just use my liquid glue on the other. And I get all those pieces glued down, and then I add the Vicky Bouton Magic Moment and titled there, and I do add liquid glue to that as well. And then once I have everything glued down and in place, I go back and add little tiny bits of adhesive to help further stabilize that the vellum paper onto the entire background page. So that's pretty much going to do it for this layout page. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions, please leave a comment or question below. And if you don't mind, give me a like or subscribe. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.